Okay, let's begin. This is a transmission of divine love consciousness. It is for your highest good and the highest good of all. Here at the beginning, as usual, I just open to the transmission. And as I begin to notice and sense what it is doing, what it is offering, I do my best to put that into words so you can follow along more easily. So the transmission is highlighting the aspect of what's unknown. Like how the future is always unknown. So what will unfold here today is completely unknown. Yeah, so it's highlighting how we're basically always standing on that edge of the unknown. It actually goes backwards as well. Like from the way they're presenting it right now, they're saying the past is equally unknown, ever shifting and unknown. Yeah, and to the each side and above you, below you. Like there's the now here, and then in any direction beyond that, it's unknown. It's infinite possibilities. And which one you're going to actually experience is unknown. So just highlighting this is bringing various energies to the surface in your energy system. Like most especially right now, the parts of you that fear the unknown have learned to fear the unknown. Fear of the unknown is not natural to who and what you are. It's a learned, conditioned, egoic response. So we're highlighting that conditioned response. Including, we're highlighting for your system how this fear doesn't serve, how it's not actually useful in any way, how it doesn't actually protect you in any way. And that's now allowing this higher information, this higher vibrational energy to come into your system. It's the joyful aspect of the unknown. It's like if everything were known, it would be boring. The unknown is what allows the adventure, the exploration. Okay. And just holding this higher vibration in your energy system, more and more of the beliefs, ways you've tried to protect yourself from the unknown, the unfamiliar, the unknown, are beginning to surface. Yeah, all the ways you've been conditioned to believe that the known, what's known is what's safe, is you. Okay, there's a couple of different layers. So I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. I need a known working model that guides me. I need the security of known facts, known truths, or beliefs that I believe are true. I need to know, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know in order to be safe. I need to know in order to be safe. Okay. So as we clear each of these layers, deeper layers are coming to the surface. You could say these are more obstinate layers. They're very resistant to this energy. The transmission is just holding up for you to explore regarding the unknown and the ability to enjoy the unknown. Yeah, so more layers of no, I want to know, 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 I need to know, I need to know. I'm not safe until I know. And thus you create all these structures in your mind, all of them false, but all of them there to provide a sense of, oh, I know what's going on here, even though you actually don't know. So would you be willing to give yourself the space to explore the difference between pretending you know in order to pretend that you're safe versus letting all of that go and just being who and what you truly are as an infinite divine being who is here to play, who is here to explore the unknown, who came here precisely because taking on the veil of forgetting allows an experience of exploration in what is unknown. So what is being hinted at here is a huge change for you and your system. And so there's actually huge resistance to this change. But the guides are highlighting this. The more you can play with this and open up to this, the more quickly and deeply your life will become just maximally interesting and enjoyable. So there's big rewards awaiting you. But meanwhile, yeah, there's parts of you that feel overwhelmed with how much this could actually change your life to fully let go of all the pretenses. Let go of all the pretending to know what you actually don't know. So the higher information is coming in that we're not. It's like reality is reality, no matter what you believe. But reality becomes much more fun when you let go of your beliefs about what's real and just experience reality directly. Okay, so that was a lot for your conscious mind, but your energy system heard that, is absorbing that. It's like all you're being invited to do is to let go of the illusions about what's real. What's real will remain real. Okay, good. So you're opening to that. There's an expansion in the seventh chakra as you receive more awareness of reality, and you let go of the illusory beliefs about reality. Okay, let's just help that along. Would you be willing to let go of any and all beliefs that no longer serve you, are no longer your highest truth, do not actually represent reality as reality is arising within you and all about you? Okay, once again, that was all probably a bit beyond what your conscious mind could fully track, but that's the level they want to work at today. This is literally taking you beyond your mind and then helping you to feel okay about being out of your mind. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Would you be willing to allow yourself to explore being out of your mind, being more and more established in the truth that is beyond your mind's comprehension? And would you be willing to allow yourself to have your own tangible experience of that and decide whether or not it actually feels safer to allow that, to allow yourself to go beyond your mind and what your mind can comprehend? More seventh chakra opening, more of who and what you truly are is able to descend into your energy system. Yeah, let's just renew that flow. Would you be willing to let yourself go even more beyond your mind and what your mind can comprehend or track? And would you be willing to allow yourself to notice that you can feel what that's like? Even when you can't comprehend it or track it with your mind, you can track it with your felt sense, which is a combination of your physical senses and your inner senses, your subtle senses. Okay, so the essence of that, they're highlighting the essence. So what we're calling the felt sense is an aspect of your own ability to know what's true for you, what's good for you directly, with or without your mind's help. So every being, including like plants, animals, bacteria, there's this ability to sense good for me, bad for me, makes me feel better, makes me feel worse. And that's what this felt sense is in you. So, like when we ask a question such as, would you be willing to allow yourself to go even further beyond what your mind can comprehend or understand? And notice what that's like for you. In that noticing, there's a sense of, yes, this feels good, this feels better, this feels more open, whatever it is for you. Or there's a sense of, that doesn't feel quite right, not yet. So they're highlighting that this innate sensing is always available. It's always here, even when you go beyond your mind. So you're used to, human personalities are used to navigating through the mind, via thinking and thoughts. I mean, we're just trained. All of school is training the mind and training to try to control your world through the mind. And you're being invited today to go beyond that mind, go beyond all that training, go beyond that conditioning. And as part of that, allow yourself to navigate that space by just this innate sensing of this feels better. Now this feels better. Now this feels better. We're just giving you space to explore that, and you're all doing quite well with it. I'm going to highlight again that this is such a simple and basic function that even like a bacteria has it. Even some being that can't think, that doesn't have a brain or conscious choice, has this mechanism just as you have it. And it's directly connected to your innate intelligence, your divine knowing. That's where it gets its direction from. So even when you totally let go of the mind, of your thinking, and explore what it's like beyond the mind, this mechanism is always there to help you navigate to what's better and better for you, what's higher and higher good for you, what's higher and higher truth for you, because it always feels better. That's how you know it is your higher truth or your higher good, or more loving or more blissful or more peaceful. Okay, there's still some resistance to letting go of the mind enough to explore this more deeply. So we're going to bring some awareness to that resistance. Again, it's just conditioning, it's training, all the different ways you've been trained to rely on your thinking, on your mind, on beliefs, even if they're not actually true or reality. Like, ultimately, all beliefs are suspicious, can be questioned. Because they are only an attempt to map reality, and in actuality, they're an attempt to map past reality. So they're always in the past. The moment you have even the most unique, freshest belief or thought, it's already in the past. It's already old. And it's no longer true. So then the parts of you that have been taught to believe in beliefs then starts to get afraid. So then what do I rely on? If I can't rely on my beliefs, if I can't rely on my mind, and what's being suggested is this innate mechanism that allows you to know in the moment, fresh freshly every moment what feels good to you. See, it's totally in the moment, and it can change moment by moment. You can have an experience and say, oh, that feels good. And then the same experience the next moment might be, oh, no, that's old news now. Let that go by. Don't try and hold on to that, because now this feels better. And you open to that fresh experience. It's always a moment to moment freshness. And it does not require any beliefs or any thoughts to navigate this way. So let's just explore that more as an experience. Okay, would you be willing to allow yourself to feel the embrace of divine love? And just notice what you notice, including noticing what feels good. So for example, let's just play that out some. So the questions posed, would you be willing to allow yourself to feel the embrace of divine love? And perhaps the first thing you noticed was a judgment. Well, I don't feel anything. And now you're being invited to just notice, well, what did that feel like? Did that feel like it took you in a positive direction, or did it shut you down and make you feel more alone? So you're navigating, okay, so that thought came up, it kind of shut me down. So come back to the question, what would it be like to allow myself to experience the embrace of divine love consciousness right now? And this time you notice, well, there's a calmness. And you notice that feels good to lean into. So you lean into that a little bit more. There's a calmness. And it's quiet. My thinking has died down some. And that feels good. And then maybe you feel the whole thing just drop down into like a deeper calmness. And you realize, okay, for me right here, right now, this is how I experience divine love. Now, another moment, it could show up completely differently. But in this moment, it's how it's showing up. Okay. So you've all reached a point of opening to this that we're just going to expand your energy systems now. So you have even more space all around you to hold this higher vibration, this higher understanding. Yeah, to receive this love, this light, this truth, this option to explore more and more beyond the mind, beyond belief. Okay, we're going to redefine some terms here. As we've often said, no words fit perfectly. They can only serve as pointers. So we've been using the term beyond the mind. And it's really all happening within the mind. And it might be more precise to say, well, it's going beyond your beliefs, beyond your thoughts, beyond the known conscious parts of your mental grid work. But as long as you have consciousness, it's still happening within your mind to some degree, but not these locked down parts of your mind, the conditioned belief systems that have created temporary structures within your mental body. And when you're navigating using that, does it feel better? Does it feel worse? The guides are highlighting that it is useful to put words on that experience. And that requires a use of your mind. So, like right now, we're going to ask a question. Would you be willing to allow more and more beliefs that no longer serve you to simply fall away so you can have your own direct experience of reality freshly in this moment? And now you wait, you just notice. If thoughts come, you might just notice their thoughts and let them go. And you might just notice there's some sense, and to help you tune into that sense, you begin to try and put a word or two on it. Like in this case, the word for me would be there's a quiet calmness. So I try that out. The word quiet calmness, does that take me more into this experience, or does that feel like it pulls me away from it? And for me, the quiet calmness feels right, except it's also giving me like a sense of a deep pool of quiet calmness. So it's not just quiet calmness, it's a deep pool, and I can see and feel that depth, and that pulls me into it even more. So you're using the mechanism on various levels now. You're using it to help you find the right words, and as you find the right words, it pulls you even more into the experience. So again, you're just navigating step by step into the unknown, into your own unique exploration of the unknown. Now, we're doing this all the time. It's what being alive is. We're always stepping into the unknown. But this is a way of beginning to make it more conscious, to bring your awareness along for the ride. And that's what allows it to be so much more meaningful, so much more rich, fulfilling, and secure, actually. It allows you to experience stepping off into the unknown while feeling totally safe and secure, no matter what might happen. In fact, you reach a point where it's like, yeah, bring it on. Anything and everything. I just want to explore it all. I want to experience it all as consciously as possible, with as much awareness as possible. I want the full experience, in this case, of living out this human life. I went to so much trouble to program in all these veils of forgetting. As long as I'm still under the veils, as long as I'm able to experience myself as separate and limited and human, and step off into the unknown with every step, I want to do that. I want to fully make use of this opportunity. Okay, we're expanding that even more throughout your system. There's just an expansion of higher information, higher understanding. For every level of your system, including your mind. I mean, these are all things you can play with consciously throughout the day, proactively. But we're even more focused on just bringing your whole system to where you simply live this way, without needing to continually practice it or choose it. It's just the way you experience this life more and more. Okay, so in a certain way, we've been dealing a lot with the mental body. It's kind of been more intellectual, heady in a way, that the energy has been focused on trying to break down these conditioned patterns in your mental body. And that can kind of feel dry. It can feel like work. It's not as naturally sweet as when we're working on more emotional levels or heart-based levels. And so what's happening now is, okay, it looks like there's a lot of angels here to assist this. It's mainly under Archangel Metatron. So Metatron, Metatron's cube, multidimensional sacred geometry of Metatron's cube is coming down all around your crown. Okay, that's reprogramming, realigning your crown chakra, and then your mental body is being aligned with these frequencies and patterns. Okay, and then they're dropping a line. It's like a divine thread that's running from your crown chakra down into your heart chakra. Bringing more synchrony between your crown and your heart with regards to your innate ability to know what is true for you, what is good for you, what feels best moment by moment. Included with this is the energy of trust, trusting this aspect of yourself, trusting that you do have this ability and that you can navigate your whole life anywhere you find yourself. Like this works equally well in the spirit realms as it does here on earth. It works even if you find yourself in hell. So that confidence in this ability to know is being amplified and boosted. Solidified within the heart. So there's a loving, blissful aspect that wants to come into this. There's resistance, so I'm tracking the resistance to see what that. So it's a resistance in the whole collective unconscious, as well as each of you here. It's like I can't trust my heart this deeply. I can't trust my heart over my mind. I can't trust my heart more than my mind. The heart is not trustworthy. The heart, clear, 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 clear. So first, would you be willing to give yourself the space to test that out for yourself and to feel whether or not any of that is true? And then would you be willing to let go of all the beliefs that you find not to be true, especially regarding your ability to know via the heart and to trust that knowing? Okay, and ultimately where it's moving towards is the combination of head and heart. So it's an old conflict. It's an old belief to believe there's a conflict between head and heart. And right now, that's what's still getting in the way. A belief that that the head and heart will ultimately always be in conflict. Yes, clear, clear, clear. Yeah, would you be willing to allow the space that lets you find your own direct experience of the head and heart working in synchrony, allowing for the best of both? Clear, 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 clear. Yeah, just let all of that unravel. All that was not true for you. Okay, good. That's allowing more of this to anchor into the heart, to be established as part of the heart, in synchrony with the crown chakra. Clear, 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 clear. It's bringing to the surface old beliefs from the throat chakra. We don't need to name those, we're just clearing them. It's old beliefs about what you can or can't express, related to your heart. Clear, clear. So we clear a layer, the next layer deeper comes up. Clear. See how much of this we can take out. So this is all being cleared in each one of you, and then that is being taken out to help clear it in the collective. The angels are playing that role to help expand this out to others who are ready for these changes as well. And that service, that's a service that you're providing to the collective, and that helps this to become even more established in you. The more it's shared through you, the more deeper it gets established in you. Okay. So the transmission is now turned on the descending divine force as just pure divine love, coming as if from a waterfall high above, just pouring down through your system and all around you, cleansing, lifting, blessing confirming. Just notice what that feels like for you. Notice what you sense that is doing for you. Okay. And it's good for you to know that you can now adjust your consciousness to the configuration that works best for you for the rest of your day and onward. You can easily and effortlessly make any adjustments you need. To be as awake and aware as you wish to be. This session is complete. We thank you for your service, for being willing to help open these paths for yourself and for others as you explore all that life is and can be for you. Infinite blessings.